Hello friends, welcome to you on Delhi IAS. Friends, today I am going to evaluate a answer copy of a student, and this answer is of GS3 disaster management. Okay. So before this, if you are new to this channel, then please subscribe the channel so that you will not miss any important information. Okay. So now without any delay, let's start its evaluation. Friends, this is second copy of this student, and this is second answer of this student, and really he has improved a lot compared to his previous answer. Okay, so let us start. As you can see, this question is of 15 marks, and he completed it is of 3 page. That's nice. He filled 2.5 page and in 11 minutes. It's appreciable that at this stage, it is his starting stage. At this stage he is doing such a nice effort, though a lot can be do to improve further. Okay, and I believe he will improve further, just as he has improved in this answer as compared to previous answer. Okay, so let's start. The question is the frequent instantaneous of urban flooding poses several risk to the urban ecosystem in India. Okay, discuss with a special emphasis on its impact on critical infrastructure. Okay, so he started with the definition of this thing, urban flooding. That's okay. One more thing, friends, whatever I will found good, I will mark that with green color, and whatever area of improvement, I will write that with red color. Okay, it will be easy to differentiate between two things. Okay, so he started with definition. That's fine. Then he mentioned here urban ecosystem, about urban ecosystem, because it is also one of the important keyword. Okay, he mentioned about urban ecosystem something है ना. Then impact of the above on urban ecosystem. That's fine. Then he has covered half of the answer till here. Okay, then he mentioned about critical infrastructure. Okay, that's also fine. Then he mentioned here one interesting thing I like in his answer, that he mentioned a diagram. Okay, we will see what is this diagram in detail. Then he finished his answer here. Okay, but it looks incomplete answer. He writes here remedies. Friends, I will suggest him never leave answer incomplete. Okay, so what he can do, he can write at least one line. At least one line he can write, or better than, or what can he do, he should not write this thing. He should not write. Or second thing, either write one line, either he should not write this. Okay, because it gives a negative impression. If you leave something empty, it gives examiner a negative impression that you are not able to reflect your thinking. Okay, though examiner also understand that there is a paucity of time and you completed it, still you completed it. Okay, so these are major things. Okay, then he started with definition. It's fine. Okay, this is a great problem as it is part of urban planning, and such instantaneous should not happen. This is like a generic statement. It's everyone knows this. Examiner is expecting something from you, because your competitor will write more good thing as compared to this. Okay, so I think this is extra line, and instead of this you can write something more meaningful and useful. Okay, then he gave example of Bangalore flood. That's fantastic. I like this way of mentioning example. This is nice thing. Okay, then next thing is urban ecosystem is already stressed due to its planned development. Friend, it is not demand, it is not the demand of the question. What is urban infrastructure, why it is already stressed, it is not the demand of the question. It is also extra thing, extra irrelevant information hai na? Better than that, you can write in place of this what is asked in the question. That is, for example, so risk to the urban ecosystem in India. Okay, it is several risk. How it is risk? You can write how it is a risk, or some recent case of floods. Like here you mentioned Bangalore flood. You can write here its impact. That will be more meaningful, and that is more marks catchy. Okay, that will fetch more marks as compared to this irrelevant extra information. Examiner don't want information. He want his answer as soon as possible. Then impact of the above. Okay, social impact. This nice thing, that one thing I like about this candidate, that he did segregation, social impact, environmental impact, demographic impact. That's good in his concisely he is able to express his thoughts. Social impact, rise in crime, but it's just a statement, rise in crime. How you can validate, how you can say rise in crime? You should write also. I will suggest you should write, for example, during flood, like you can mention some report, some incident, theft, these type of child crimes, different crimes you can mention by example. It gives validation. So I will suggest, instead of just writing a statement, you must validate it with a example. That will be more beneficial. Then environmental impact, degradation, 2020 cities of carbon pollution, 29 trillion. Though I didn't get what you want to convey, but it looks good because you are mentioning, I think you are mentioning about some report, so it validates your environment impact. So I should write it with green. Okay, though I didn't get what you are saying, maybe examiner can get. And degradation, okay, what degradation? Land degradation, right? Complete. Okay, then demographic impact, problems in hospital. It's not a demographic impact, burden on limited infrastructure. I think either heading is not suitable to both of these points. You can change heading, but problem in hospital, these, it looks vague statement, though diverse, those statements are diverse, but it looks vague statement. So be specific, concise. Okay, then therefore urban ecosystem, urban ecosystem large gets impacted. Okay, you are validating your points. Okay, that's good. Then one key area is critical infrastructure. This leads to, I like this. This is really appreciable. I would appreciate it. I would give marks for this. And it would be more beautiful if you make boundary of this, if you have time. But if you don't have time, then it is also okay. They don't check so much aesthetic. They check the content. The flooding of the impact of such infra can cause huge big life danger. Okay, life danger. And you mention about critical infrastructure. This is also nice, but avoid these shortcuts. If you have seen in any topper's copy that he is using one single word at two different places, then it's okay, but I will prefer to avoid these type of shortcut like this arrow. Regions, okay, region for improper planning. Okay, then you are mentioning some region, that's nice. Okay, let me change its color. Then you are mentioning some region, improper planning, not using census data with while urbanization, not using NHFC data. How can you say they are not using NHFC data, and how can they NHFS data, and how can you say they should use it? How to use this? I mean, this looks not too much professional and specific thing. You can improve it. Instead of this, you can write other reasons like current situation. Like there are some many instances, like you can say resource management, manpower, disaster management, these things. I mean, I'm also saying some vague sentence, but some specific, it needs some specific. Okay, or some recent examples why some places floods happen, like Joshimath. It is very famous example, Joshimath in Uttarakhand. Though there were different instances of landsliding, but in the end all are related. I'm not saying right about this example exact, but you can say development, unplanned development. This is very famous word, unplanned development. You can use it. And drainage system, flooding is basically drainage system. You can mention those words. Okay, then remedies. It would be good if you write at least one line if you have time, but if you don't have time, then please avoid writing these half things. Okay, so overall, if we will saw very good effort at this stage, that at least he tried to finish it within 11 minutes. I really appreciate that thing, and further improvement can be done. And very nice intro. And though there were some extra things which can be removed by further practice, and yes, practice makes a man perfect. And though there were some reports also, he tried to mention some report. I like this example and this diagram. And so overall it was nice effort and can improve further. So this was this evaluation. If you like it, thank you. And if you also want to evaluate your answer, you can also send it on Telegram. And if you have not subscribed to this channel, then please subscribe it. Thank you.